Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Gold. In the last episode we started off Sprout Tower and caught our second Pokemon. In this episode we're going to finish it off. This is probably going to be a short episode because I'm going to change the time after this episode so I can catch my next Pokemon. So this will probably go up the same day as another one, I'm not too sure. I train to find enlightenment in Pokemon. This guy is extremely serious about what he does. He's just got all the seriousness. Sage Jin. Oh god, he's an alcoholic, isn't he? Yes, this guy has one level 6 Bellsprout. So, I've only got 3 Leech Lives left. So, I'm actually going to switch to Chikorita for this one, because I know the last battle in the last episode, I actually used Bats for the last 2 Pokemon, which I didn't show. So that's Growth, that's a new move. It makes the enemy's special attack go up, and grass types are special moves, so it'll just like raise its attack power for Vine Whip by 1.5 times, and super easy either way. Bats grew to level 7, Chikorita grew to level 15, and yeah, both of them leveled up off of one thing. It's trying to learn Poison Powder. I am not going to teach this move because I'm not a big fan of it. So yeah. Sage Jin was defeated, beaten by a mere child. Oh no, you're so embarrassed, aren't you? That's just the most embarrassing thing that could possibly happen. And there's 4 trainers in here that you have to battle. The Elder's HM lights even pitch black darkness. It's also a very useless HM. Thank you very much. Sage Neo wants to battle, and he sent out a level 6 Bellsprout. Gee, where have we seen this before? Not surprising. I'm gonna see how much Leech Life does on these guys, I'm not too sure. Definitely not as much as the level 3 ones. Holy crap, that does absolutely nothing, almost. So yeah, since I only have 3 of those, I'm gonna switch back to Chikorita, even though Vine Whip is pretty much guaranteed to do absolutely nothing to bats, because it's times 4 not effective. It'll do like 1/4 its regular damage. And yeah, Vine Whip, in all honesty, is not that great of a move. I don't know why all these guys have taught their Pokemon Vine Whip and nothing else, pretty much. Probably because Bellsprout starts off with Vine Whip. I'm not too sure if it does, because I've never used a Bellsprout, and I never plan on using a Bellsprout. Maybe in like Generation 4 or higher it might be useful, because there was a split in the physical and special type moves. But other than that, it would be kind of useless. Let me see how much you trust your Pokemon. Well, apparently I don't trust them very much because I keep switching bats out. I trust Chikorita a lot, don't get me wrong. But, yeah. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Something just popped up on my computer and it was kind of weird. Apparently there's an upgrade for my graphics card. So yay. This guy's got a level 7 Bellsprout. Ooh, ramping it up right here. This guy's a badass, watch out. He's gonna burn down your house and kill your wife or something. I don't know. I don't know why I'm even talking. I shouldn't be allowed to talk sometimes, because sometimes the things I say are just so ridiculous that it's not worth it talking to me. I don't know. All my coworkers think so. They just tell me that sometimes I just need to shut up, because sometimes I'll just ramble on for like 3 hours about nonsense. This guy's also got a Hoot Hoot. This could be a little problematic because he's a flying type, and I don't resist him. I'm actually weak to him on Chikorita, and Bats is far too weak to be fighting that thing. It could, in all honesty, I don't think I could beat it with Bats. It's using Growl. Yay, that sucks, actually. So, just tackle, spam it. Hopefully it'll do a decent amount. Oh god, it's just gonna lower my attack, isn't it? That's all this thing is gonna do. This is gonna be extremely tedious. Oh well. At least it's not using Peck. That's all I can say. Because if it knew Peck, and it used Peck, then I would be in a tight spot right here. Not too worried though. because Chikorita always prevails. And Bats grew to level 8. Yay. Hopefully it'll learn a decent move soon. Hopefully. Maybe not. I don't know. Send some to Mom. Yay, I guess. I'm actually going to go back and heal, so I'll meet you back up on the top floor. 1 sec. Okay, I thought I'd show this. So while Ghastly showed up, this is what it looks like. It's got, like, kind of the Indian dot on its forehead. You try and use Leech Life on it. It's not very effective. I didn't think it would be. I was pretty sure. But it actually knows Hypnosis, which is I believe it's Psychic-type move, that will put you to sleep at, I think it's 60% accuracy. I have no idea, really. I really don't know. Because I don't like Hypnosis. I don't really like sleep-inducing moves that much, unless it's Rest, which puts you to sleep, but it fully heals you, which is very good. And if it's comboed with moves like Sleep Talk or Snore, which attack while you're asleep, then it actually is quite useful. Okay, actually, you go up from the staircase, and you can get an X Defend. Now, these X items, I haven't explained this yet, but they're in-battle use only items that will raise the stat of one Pokemon by 1 for the rest of the battle. So basically, it'll be like, use an X Defend, your defense rose, so it's like times 1.5, basically. It's not incredibly useful unless you're in a really long battle, and as you can see, these guys are having a really tough battle. Elder, you are indeed skilled as a trainer. As promised, here's your HM. But let me say this. You should treat your Pokemon better. The way you battle is far too harsh. Pokemon are not tools of war. And it's our rival. He claims to be the Elder, but he's weak. It stands to reason. I never lose to fools who babble about being nice to Pokemon. I only care about strong Pokemon that can win. I really couldn't care less about weak Pokemon. Muffy Joe used an escape rope. That's what I named my rival. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm named Muffy Joe. That is awesome. I completely forgot about that. And I'm going to talk to this guy from the right so I can be off center. It's so good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training. People and Pokemon test their bonds to build a bright future together. I am the final test. Allow me to check the ties between your Pokemon and you. So yay, we get to battle what is sort of like a mini-boss in this game. Sage Lee wants to battle. So he has 3 Pokemon. I believe it's 2 Bellsprouts and a Hoot Hoot. I'm not too sure. He's not too different from the rest of the trainers, I'm not gonna lie. He's not incredibly difficult. Unless you just have a Zubat, in which case it would take a long-ass time. And I'm just gonna switch to Chikorita because this is gonna take far too long with Zubat. Even though I would like to get more experience on Zubat. But apparently that's not gonna happen. So yeah, he uses Vine Whip. Not horribly different from the rest of his predecessors. I don't know if that's the right word. The people who came before him. Previous trainers. Sure. Something like that. So yeah, as you can tell, this tower is not horribly useful, but it's incredibly easy. Well, I wouldn't say it's incredibly easy. Crap, I forgot to switch. I need to switch in Bats and then switch him out. This is going to be all sorts of a pain in the ass. Oh, this is going to take forever. Whatever, though. I always like the sprite that Zubat has from the back. Ugh. And, if you're playing Silver, and, like, if you have all your life, and you watch this game, the one I'm playing, you're probably gonna think, huh, these sprites look really weird. And I noticed that too. I actually borrowed my sister's copy of Silver once, so I could play it, and that's all I could think through the game was, that's not the right sprite for Bellsprout. That's not the right sprite for Zubat. Like, that's not the right sprite for Rattata. Like, they're pretty much all different. I think there's only like a couple that are the same, which I'm not even sure if there are any that are the same. but it's just like the enemy sprites that look a little bit different. And really, when you're playing these games, you don't think of the trainers as being your enemies. What is wrong with my controller? There we go. Sorry, it froze up there for a second. That was very odd. So yeah, this guy's got a level 10 Hoot Hoot. A little bit more of a threat, but still not, in actuality, it's not that bad. Even though it's higher level than the gym leader's Pidgeotto. Which is surprising that they'd make this guy have a higher level Pokemon than the gym leader. Because in actuality, you are supposed to do this first. I think. I'm not too sure. I think you're supposed to get most of the HMs before you get the gym badges. I know the same is not true for Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, where you're supposed to get it afterwards. Mostly because you can use Cut after the second gym badge, but you can't go on the SSN until after you get the second gym badge, I think. I'm not too sure. There's probably a way to glitch it out so that you can get on there, but I'm not too sure. So yeah, we defeated Sage Lee, and all is well with the world. Ah, excellent. You got $320, and you and your Pokemon should have no problem using this move. Take this Flash HM. Received HM05, and yes, 5 is the first one we received. And we put it in the TM pocket with the TMs. Flash illuminates even the darkest of all places, but to use it out of battle, you need a badge from Violet's gym. So the difference between HMs and TMs, if you don't already know this, is that TMs will teach a move to a Pokemon. It's generally better than the HMs, but you can only teach it once. And here I'm showing an escape rope where it basically teleports you out of a dungeon or something like that. That is considered a dungeon. But HMs, you can use them an infinite number of times, but the moves generally suck. Except for HM03, which is a very, very strong water move. And that's awesome, actually. So, just gonna heal up right here. And I know this is gonna be a short episode, but I'm actually gonna end it off right here. Mostly because I need to change the time in order to catch my next Pokemon. So next time on Pokemon Gold, we will catch a new Pokemon, and we will explore what is to the left and down from Violet City. So I will see you guys then. Goodbye.